Hi, I'm Dr. John Puma. I'm a board-certified internist, a professionally trained chef, a regenerative farmer, and a physician who's helped to pioneer culinary medicine. Today, I want to introduce a concept that explains why so many people feel tired, unfocused, and older than we really should. I call it the indoor epidemic. The indoor epidemic is not a metaphor. It's a measurable biological condition created by spending the vast majority of our lives indoors. Today, most people live about 93% of life inside of buildings and vehicles. We live under artificial light, we breathe recycled air, and we sit far more than the human body was designed to tolerate. If you feel flat, wired but tired, mentally foggy, or chronically unmotivated, it's not just stress. Your biology is responding to an indoor environment that quietly disrupts sleep, metabolism, immunity, and brain function, and longevity. This problem exists year-round, but winter makes it worse. As soon as the weather turns cold, three things tend to happen. Each one pushes the indoor epidemic deeper. First, darkness disrupts your master clock. Short winter days mean most people miss the strongest signal their body uses to regulate energy and sleep, which is natural daylight. Your circadian rhythm controls hormone timing, metabolism, immune activity, and brain repair. It depends on bright light, especially in the morning, to stay aligned. Indoor lighting does not come close to outdoor lighting. A typical office delivers just 300 to 500 lux, a measurement of light intensity. A cloudy winter morning outdoors still delivers 10,000 up to 25,000 lux, and that big difference matters. Without a strong morning light signal, sleep timing drifts, anxiety increases, energy drops. People often feel tired during the day and alert at night. And here's why this matters long term. People with regular sleep and wake times have a 34% lower risk of heart disease and a 19% lower risk of early death. You cannot achieve that consistency without daylight. Second, sealed air drains your cognitive performance. In winter, we seal buildings tightly to keep heat in. The unintended consequence is that rising indoor carbon dioxide levels. CO2 levels above 1,000 parts per million, which is common in occupied indoor spaces, reduce complex decision-making and cognitive performance by about 15%. Shows up as slower thinking, mental fatigue, and poor focus. Indoor air also concentrates pollutants. In many homes, indoor pollution levels are several times higher than outdoor levels, even in cities. This combination contributes to brain fog, irritability, and the feeling that your mind never fully clears. Third, stillness slows metabolism. Cold weather also reduces movement. Many people sit for 10 or more hours a day during winter. Each additional hour of prolonged sitting is associated with a measurable increase in mortality risk. Movement is medicine, but where you move also matters. People exercising outdoors report about 20% lower perceived effort than those exercising indoors at the same intensity. That means you get more physiologic return for the same work. Even small amounts of exercise count. Just 11 minutes of daily outdoor movement lowers the risk of premature death by about 23%. Here's a solution. I call it Outdoor RX. The answer to the indoor epidemic is not more willpower or necessarily a gym membership. It's intentional exposure to specific outdoor conditions in small, intentional, repeatable doses. I call this Outdoor RX, and it works because it targets the exact systems that indoor life disrupts. And here is a simple winter protocol. Morning light for 10 minutes. Within the first 60 to 90 minutes after waking, get 10 to 15 minutes of outdoor light into your eyes. Don't wear sunglasses. Don't look through glass. Cloudy days still count. This resets your circadian rhythm, triggers your healthy morning cortisol rise, and improves sleep later that night. Second, midday air and movement for 15 minutes. Take a brief outdoor break during the day. Walk, stand, stretch, breathe outside air. This lowers indoor CO2 exposure and helps cognitive thinking. Many people notice clearer thinking within minutes. Third, evening darkness for 90 minutes, about 90 minutes before bed. Dim the lights and reduce screens. Use the setting on your phone to reduce bright light as well and on your monitor. Blue light can suppress melatonin by up to 80%. Reducing it improves sleep depth and nighttime brain cleanup, which matters for memory and mood and only happens during deep sleep or non-REM sleep. The indoor epidemic explains why so many people feel worn down despite trying to do everything right. Outdoor RX offers a practical way back to steadier energy, clearer thinking, and better sleep using biology, not just gadgets. Start small. 1 minute outside is enough to begin, and you belong out there. Thanks for listening.